In today's video, guys, I want to share with you an amazing Rend Blackhand PvP deck that is actually tons and tons of fun. This video is brought to you by Warcraft Rumble, so I just want to say a big thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. And welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. If you enjoy the content, make sure you smash a like and subscribe to the channel. But let's jump straight into today's main topic. The current modifiers this week for PvP are the following. You have collateral damage, which means that if the enemy will capture one of your towers and you're trying to recapture that tower will deal 20% additional damage to your own troops, or vice versa. Then you have the bounty hunt. Every 5 kills you are gaining gold. So bringing in a lot of squad troops might not be the best decision, so always keep that in mind. And you have the dragon towers, which will deal AoE damage. This right here is my Rend Blackhand deck, guys. I do think it's a very solid intermediate deck. I'm not a pro at the game just yet. This is my very first full golden deck as well. I've been having tons of fun with this leader for the last few days. And if you're not familiar with the leader, guys, he is a pretty costly unit. Every single tier list so far has him ranked as one of the best PvP leaders in the entire game. Now, as a talent, I'm going to go with Legionary. Basically, he will dismount when taking damage, and you're gonna have 2 different minis dealing damage at the same time. I think he's a pretty awesome talent. He does deal AoE damage, elemental damage. He is a pretty amazing leader. As a tank, I went with the Fire Elemental. I know he's not the best tank for PvP, guys, but he is one of the highest ranked units on my account, or highest level at the moment, you know, so he is a pretty solid one. I do like the Immolation Aura, which will periodically deal damage on nearby enemies. He is a very solid unit for PvE as well. Then we have the Dark Miner. We're going to be able to take control on all of the gold mines. Hopefully, we are not using a spell, so I decided to go with the Dark Iron Miner. I don't have a lot of minis from this family leveled up to a high level, guys. I'm definitely working right now on the Whelp Eggs, which will probably replace maybe the Harpies in the near future, and then I'll have a bit of more flexibility on what units I'm bringing into the deck. I do have a squad unit, the Harpies right here, so if he will kill a lot of my minis quick, he will gain a lot of gold, so hopefully it won't be the case. So I will run actually the Harpies with poison this time around. Then of course we have everyone's favorite unit, the Quillboar. I do have poison on him as well. Unbound unit, very solid. This gives me a lot of control. So the Dragon Tower is very strong versus the Harpies, guys. But if we manage to take control on the fight, place the Quillboar to distract the Dragon Tower and have the Harpies flanking from the other side, we can easily take down the enemy tower very quick. Then we have, of course, the Safe Pilot. Again, we will have the Cloaking Device, Unbound unit, splash damage, area damage, very nice. And then we have the Troll, one of my favorite units in the entire game. And mainly because of the big bad voodoo. Regenerates 20% health every second. If no units attack him, he can take any tower down on its own, which is actually really amazing. So here we are, guys, our first opponent. This is the map that we are running. He is at the same level with me, which is definitely a pretty good thing. So he's sending in the leader from the other side. He is sending a range unit as well. I will actually wait just a little second to deploy my leader as well. I will deploy my Fire Elemental tank too, and I will try to distract his range unit from right there to ensure that he's not dropping my my other units. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to click right down there next to the mine to bring it on. That was a bit unfortunate, actually. I really tried, though. I really tried, but it just did not happen. So we had a bit of a misclick in there, not a problem. So he will get the gold right here. If I'm going to deploy the Safe Pilot as well, will basically just feed his own tank, which is not necessarily the biggest issue. I will let some of his troops to come my way, but look at the Troll right here. Being able to just deal damage on its own is such an amazing thing. So we will have to deploy our Harpies to quickly take down all of his units coming from there, and I will deploy the Quillboar Rider on the side, so he's gonna get to distract maybe the tower that he he has right there. Seems like we are spot... no, we are not spot on. For a second, I thought that we actually got it under control and we were managing to distract the tower. I do need to quickly send in some miners. Seems like he got the gold from there. I will have to put my dark iron miner in here once that pops out. But unfortunately, he's just going to get killed, so that will be pretty pointless. Now, I will wait for his units to come my way. That's when I'm going to deploy my units again. So we're going to start with the leader. We have the Harpies, which will definitely help quite a bit. I can send in the safe pilot to take down his range unit right there, which worked like a charm. So we are definitely in need to send some units to his main tower to try and take it down. For the moment, we are able to keep control on what is happening in here. But honestly, it's not an easy task. He is a pretty challenging opponent as well. Let's take control of that gold. Seems like we had a bit of a lag right there with the gold dropping in. Okay, so we do have the Harpies, which will get obliterated if we're not putting the Quillboar right there. Seems like we haven't managed to actually distract that tower, which is fine. We do have the leader going straight to it. We're going to deploy our fire elemental tank right here to protect our tank. We're going to put the Harpies. And we need to do a bit of a better job at taking control over the gold, you know. Seems like he has quite a few units coming right here. I do have one going his way as well. I will not send the miner in there because it's pretty pointless, but I will deploy my leader right here to try and deal with all of the incoming units. And right here, I will deploy the Quillboar to try and take over that unit that he has. And I do have my elemental tank, which probably will take over his tower and will be a GG's basically. At least that's kind of like what I'm expecting if they're not going to kill my elemental... Oh, they did it. They did it. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I will put my Harpies right here to deal with his own units. So we are taking down his fire range unit right there. Beautiful. So we can actually... Nah, it's no point to distract with a Quillboar. It's going to be a bit of a waste, but we can deploy our leader in here to deal some AoE damage. And he's not going to take damage. We got to take control over that gold quick if we can, hopefully. We will do this. We got the gold. We got the gold. Yes, we did. Beautiful. So we have control over it. Yeah, this is definitely a GG's. Beautiful. So we can put our fire elemental tank there. We can take the rest of the gold too. So I wish I was doing a better job at taking the gold early on. But you know what? We managed to take control over the gold now. So that's not a bad thing either. So we can deploy our Quillboar right there. And GG's. We managed to bring in the first win. It was a bit all over the place to start with, guys, but it's just the warm-up, you know? Okay, second opponent in, we have the Koala. Same level for the towers at least, so that's a good thing. We're going to deploy the fire elemental tank in here. Okay, so he's bringing in a big unit. The Griffon Rider too, which is fine. So he will come my way. I will wait a little bit before I'm deploying my leader. So there we go. We're going to put the Harpies in as well. Costs us less gold to do that, which is definitely a very good thing. So right now he dismounted, so we have basically double the damage than we used to have before. Let's control the gold before he starts taking control of that as well. Okay, we placed pretty bad that miner in there. Let's drop the safe pilot. We will deal a bit of damage. We won't kill them, but that's fine. So we do want to put the elemental tank in again. Let's put a Quillboar right here to take that gold that we failed to take with our miner. It's so annoying that they just don't go that way, you know. It gives the opponent such a good control over the gold. So right here, that unit is distracted. We can quickly drop in the troll to head over to the tower. I will quickly put in the Harpies and the dark miner, which supposed to be the other way around, but that's fine. We do have a bit of a HP on it, and we're going to take that down without a problem. I will deploy the safe pilot right there, and we will put the leader on again. The troll is very good at staying alive. We will deploy the Quillboar right here to try and take down that troll if we can, or deal a bit of damage on the tower. Okay, so I will wait with my unit before I'm deploying it right here to take on his tank. I can put, of course, my my troll right here. Hopefully, that should take down his own troll. I will deploy the Harpies right here, actually. He has another tank coming from the other side. Okay, both of the trolls went down. I will have to wait a little bit more to deploy my my tank right here, which is fine. So right now, we can deploy the safe pilot to take control of the gold. We can put in the miner right here. And that should be a bit too slow, actually. Not going to be fast enough to take control on that. We can deploy our leader right here. The Harpies on the other side to quickly take down the enemy tanks. So we do have our safe pilot doing a bit of work. We're going to put a Quillbow right there to distract a bit longer, because why not? Okay, so the Harpies went down. Maybe he used the spell or something. Hopefully, we're going to be able to deploy our elemental tank right there. Beautiful, so we managed to do that. And now we need to take control on the gold right here, send in another miner to go to the other mine. We do have his squad coming in, which is fine. We dropped a lot of hit points on his tank, so I'm gonna try to take that Banshee down quick before she's gonna actually do something that actually matters. So we can deploy our leader again. So they're gonna come our way. We don't really have to worry about it too much. We can send in the Harpies, and I'm gonna try to take control of his tower at some point as well. So I'm gonna let that. There we go, beautiful. I was gonna say I'm gonna let that Banshee go in to don't wreck my entire team. I'm gonna put a Quillbow right there to keep them a bit busy, so they don't get too close to me while I'm getting this sorted here. So there we go. Engage with the tower. We can now try to take down his leader. We can put our leader down here and work on taking control over the gold. We can send the Harpies to deal with that Griffon Rider and the Dark Miner right here. That Banshee is gonna take him, so I don't wanna allow them to gain control over the gold. I will send my elemental tank in here too. I will put the Quillbow right there to distract them a little bit. They won't be able to basically take down my entire troops anyway, or to take down my tank. And I will basically give him a GG right there, an ultimatum by taking down his tower. So again, a pretty solid job from this deck. And let's do one more match, guys. There we go. Rend Blackhand versus Rend Blackhand. Let's see what deck he has sorted out for him. Very curious what talent he's using as well. So he's bringing in the elemental tank. A bit odd that he placed it there, but that's fine. I already placed my leader, which kind of like puts me a bit at a disadvantage, but that's fine. I will try to see if I can drop him down in case if he has the same talent with my safe pilot. No, he does not. I do need to basically bring in a fire elemental tank right here to help me out, and I will put a troll to take him quickly down from there. He does have the wolves, which will definitely help him quite a bit. I do need my my Harpies to take down the leader right there. We managed to do it, which is beautiful. Now he dealt a lot of damage on my tower, so I gotta make sure he's not taking over. So he's bringing in a lot of flying units. Definitely not very prepared for this opponent in the current formation. You know, with the current formation. My bad. So there we go, Dark Miner. Let's place you there quick so we can bring in the troll to help us out a little bit here. The other tower is gonna be safer. I'm more concerned about this one to don't lose control over it. So let's drop the safe pilot to deal a bit of damage. Once the dragon is engaged, a bit too fast, but that's fine. We still managed to get out of there with no damage. So we're gonna distract a bit the main tower that he has. We're gonna quickly put the black miner to take control over the gold. So we are taking down his tower without a problem by the looks of it. At least very close to it. GG's. GG's. For a second, I was worried that he will overwhelm me with all of the flying units, but we managed to bring this victory home as well. But yeah, guys, I do think that this is a very solid Rend Blackhand deck. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know what units are you using in your deck for him. You know, you have different tanks. You're playing with a lot of range flying units. Very curious. I do think that playing a lot of flying units with him is very important because they do cost less gold, which can give you a massive advantage. But the main problem that I can find with that is that it's pretty hard to deal with all of the enemy units and to be able to quickly take control over the enemy tower. That was all for this video. Thanks again to Blizzard for sponsoring the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.